and teddy bears. Very, very good morning to you all. How you doing on Monday? That's Ted Coningsby channel. We're live here at RAF Coningsby, doing our usual shift back at Ted's home. He's just finishing off his eggs Florentine there. I mean, he does eat well, that young bear. So we'll start the week with Ted's home, RAF Coningsby, home with the Typhoon FGR4, home to 2 frontline combat-ready squadrons. That's 3 fighter and 11 fighter squadron. And of course they have the Operational Conversion Unit 29 squadron, who train the junior Typhoon pilots. Also stationed here are 12 Squadron, a joint Qatari and Royal Air Force joint Typhoon Squadron. 41 Squadron are also based here, that's the Test and Evaluation Squadron. Along with display teams, the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, and of course the Typhoon display team. Today it's runway 25 in use, just to our left. That's the windsock today. It looked a bit emotional the other day. It sounded like it looked like it took a bit of a tumble. Not too bad the wind today. It's cold, but with hardly a strong wind blowing and the sun blazing. It's not too bad. It's, as Ted would say, it's bearable. The Embraer ERJ145 carries the BAE Systems crew back and forth from Walton Aerodrome. beautifully done. Come to flight level 90, which is 9,000 feet. Oh yeah. Taxiing very shortly, and Typhoon 18, I believe. Was it Typhoon? I'll get you the details. Also got Cobra. Cobra will be taxiing as well. Oh yes, plenty of Typhoon action today. Yep. We've got a chippy as well, the Chipmunk, the training aircraft. This should be good fun. So you'll see, so when it's 29 squadrons, so Cobra, Warlord, they will taxi from here. So you'll see them on the screen very shortly. How are we all doing on a Monday? Well, the Ted Coningsby channel always brings a smile, and not many people like Mondays for whatever their own reasons. And do you know what? This is our way of saying, do you know what? Mondays are good. You know why? Because we're here. Here comes our first Typhoon of the day. You know, it should become part of the 5 a day, shouldn't it? You know, you get your fruit and veg and a Typhoon. I think that's how it's got to be done now. This is it. So we should have about 6 Typhoons in total. There were the Cobra, was a flight of 3, Warlord, and I believe a single Typhoon. So that should be 6. According to my maths. Look at them. Look at them. Beautiful. Ted stats there. Oh yeah. Here comes the third. beautiful sight. Look at that, a great way to wake up to on a Monday. So for those that are new, welcome. This is the Ted Coningsby channel. We're a live military aviation channel. We're fun and we're serious about our military aviation, and you'll know why very shortly, because we've got our very own squadron leader, and he's got a we've got a beautiful Ted's going to be flying a beautiful flag sent by one of our members. I'll mention all the details later, so thank you so much for that. Who watched that video this morning? Let me just pop that up here for a sec. Let me get a better view. So this is possibly combined with that Typhoon call sign. Combined. It's a bright on day here. It's lovely. It's taking the cold out. So there are combined call signs here. formation takeoff, possibly. You can see. Reheats on that. Oh yeah, come on. Trying to warm us up here on this cold day. Well, I've got my maths right. 3 and 3 makes 6. Oh yeah. Always good when you can add up in the mornings. Yeah, I heard a particular takeoff I've not heard before. Couldn't quite hear what it meant. I'll have to look out for that next time, which means a reheat takeoff. That was a good one. Learning all these new things, which is why I thought it might be a formation. It's very, very bright, so I cannot wait to be on the other end. As soon as Brighty starts to get lower, I will be at crash gate 4 with the sun behind me, because it's fabulous on that end. So a very good morning to everyone that's tuned in. Oh yeah. Who we got on today then? Let's have a look. Right, just got this new thing going on here now. I can put my phone on the camera. I can attach it. There we go. And I can read your messages as I go. Obviously, if I'm recording something. Okay, let's have a look here. Right. Good morning, Julie Evans, Amy Coburn. Morning all. Sam Bastin, how you doing? I'll keep a lookout for the reds to my right. See if I can get some long distance footage for you. Matt Foster, how you doing? David, is anything happening at Lakenheath? I'd say yes. Gonna go with that. Craig Bruce, how you doing, man? White Wizard, time for some phone action, that's right. Matt Foster, how you doing? Good morning to you. Hayden Corby, good morning. White Wizard, how you doing, man? All the way from the US. Terence Cook. Some of us are still. Habu, how you doing? Tim Roberts, Julie Evans, Chris Madge. Oi oi, how you doing? Who's this? Who's just? Hit the like button. That's right. That's how we do it. That's how we start off. We've got to go. We've got to keep it going. Lottie Totty, good morning. Mayhem Marshy, how you doing? Jay Marsh, how you doing? All the way from Canada. A very good morning to 318 of you watching. So good morning to every single one of you. Gaza, good morning to you. Yeah, good point. This is a family channel. Keep it neat, keep it sweet. Big shout out to the mods, keeping it tidy in there. It is the way to start a Monday morning with our Typhoons here at Ted's home. He's just finishing off his breakfast. He's what's he eating now? What's he having? Oh yeah, the no, those things that look like bombs are the external dead fuel tanks, external fuel tanks on those. Some have a free configuration. You can have a two, like one on each wing, or a single external fuel tank. Here we go, look at this. As the season is coming up very soon, it's certainly coming very closer now, the air show season, so it's time to get practicing. So this is the Chipmunk of the BBMF. They have two. Do need to get some TED stats in for the Chippy. And it's the training aircraft for the BBMF crew. They can use it also to carry out recce's at certain air shows and venues, especially if they haven't been to one before. They can also carry equipment, like luggage for the crew. Steve Setman, Julie Evans, Karen Perkins, how you doing? Good morning, Kath. All of you, Macca Maiden. Oh yeah. Mark Cuthbert, here he is. I think, Mark, have you recovered from Friday, mate? That was something special. Oi, oi. Morning, Mark. Morning, Mark Allenby. Good morning to you. Craig Bruce, Lee Horton. A very good morning to all of you. Try and read you all out while I can. See what messages you've got for us. Oh, cool. You've flown in a chipmunk. That's pretty awesome, that. So, for those who don't know, Ted successfully flew with the 492nd Fighter Squadron on Thursday. Ted flew for 1 hour, 36 minutes. And as the words say on his certificate that he got from the 492nd Fighter Squadron, it says that he expertly flew in an F-15E Strike Eagle carrying out aerial combat training, and that was over the North Sea. How cool was that? It was a 4-ship. Ted was the bad guy, but nevertheless he flew in an F-15E, and that begins more adventures for our squadron leader Ted Coningsby, who lives here at RAF Coningsby with his little mates and crew. Shouldn't say little. Well, I suppose they're all bigger than him, bless him, but yeah, all is good. He's got his I think he's got something to wave. He's got something new to wave on the next Guards March that he'll do very shortly, I'm sure. Ted the Aggressor, I know, he was the bad guy. So they call that red air, and the pilots that play the bad guys wear red patches, and it just so happens our Typhoon, sorry, our patch, which we always we do give pilots the Ted Coningsby patch, but because we brought out the new patches, we gave him the pilot issue patch now, which he beautifully modelled for us along with his weapons system operator, and we sold many that day when people seen that. I don't know if that was just coincidence, but I've never seen such a lot of orders come through for that. So yep, you can get hold of that patch. It is a pilot issue only, but we've got 150 only for everyone else, and that's it. Once those 150 go, there'll be no more. They're limited edition, and of course they're part of the Ted Coningsby Display Awards. So this year we're going full on, where you guys get to vote for your favourite airshow display. That's right, we thought, why, you know, some of these air shows, okay, you know, they do carry, you know, an entry fee, so, and you get all these awards that are given for the best display. And I'm not saying they're wrong, the displays, but wouldn't it be nice, because we're all different, to be able to vote as a spectator? I think that's important. So we've come up with the Ted Coningsby Display Award, where you can basically, it's free, by the way. You just press a couple of buttons and vote for your favourite display. Simple as that. That's all you got to do. And there is a link where you can donate. I think it's a minimum just £2 to the Ted's chosen charity of the year, which is this year will be again the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund. So once you've voted, there'll be a link where you can just chip in and donate. Why not? That's what it's all about. So yeah, that's what the idea was, and we created and designed a special patch as an award to be given to the pilot of the best display. Our very first one ever given was to the Typhoon Display Pilot 2022, and that was our very own Typhoon Display Pilot, Flight Lieutenant Adam O'Hare, nicknamed Paddy. So this year Paddy will be the mentor for the display pilot, and then they pass it on. So this year's Typhoon Display Pilot is Flight Lieutenant Matt Brighty. What will Brighty be giving us? And yeah, I did take all your feedback on board about Friday, and the majority are in favour to go to Lakenheath, and your response was to wait until Matt flies a bit lower. Fair enough. So this is the Chipmunk, part of the BBMF, the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, which is home here. There are two, and it's the training aircraft, given the experience and training hours needed for the pilot to fly Spitfires and Hurricane. Hear that buzzing of the hangar being open to our left. So I'll be most likely carrying a lot of touch and goes here. Does that qualify Ted for a call sign of his own? Well, the call sign actually was Stake 32 on Ted's flight. Thanks very much, White Wizard. Thank you for your comment about the Ted Coningsby Display Award. I think it's a good idea. I think we should all, you know, as spectators, we should all have a little vote. But it's only a matter of time when the air shows and the big boys will take on that idea anyway. But do you know what? That doesn't stop us. It's self-funded. You know, I designed the patch. You know, and thanks to all your memberships, all that funding, we were able to get the patches made as well. So we do have a Ted Coningsby membership as well that you can join on YouTube, and that helps fund our channel for things like this. So you know what, big shout out to all of you for helping us out. I just received a sole donation from someone today. Margot, thank you so much. Why not? Needs to be mentioned. And thanks for your poem, by the way. But yeah, your donations, this is what it goes to. Little ideas like this to make this channel even more awesome than what it is. Ted Air. Yeah, that'll be a good one. I might put a little suggestion, Ted's call sign, and we'll that'll be quite good, that Ted's official call sign. I think one of has anyone ever heard, there's another fellow bear that's got a charity involved as well. Just trying to, is it Wing Commander AB? I think it is, by Richard Bland, I think, if I remember correctly. And I remember he had a call sign on one of his flights called Bear Force 1, I think it was. I think it was something like a Voyager or a Herc or an A400, which was very sweet. I'm loving some of your comments and suggestions for Ted's call sign. No other call sign's been shouted out or startups yet, but you know how it is here. 1 minute it could be quiet and the next minute it could be all full blown. I'm just going to play a little game of I Spy at the moment, beginning with T, because it's just quite funny this actually. Where is it? There you go, little. Just a Typhoon just sort of snug in there, look. So how you doing this morning? I hope everyone's good. What about a portrait of you on a Typhoon? What, like a graphic sort of thing, like nose art on a Typhoon? That'd be good, wouldn't it? But yeah, it was such an overwhelming week. I mean, I didn't even get to mention this morning that we hit 7K over the week in that week as well. There was so much going on. That stream on Friday was crazy, wasn't it? I mean, so Ted gets a flight, but even on that week, it was a crazy week, because I brought Ted here. I think we streamed on Monday and Wednesday, and we had that amazing performance set, the best performance takeoff I've ever seen. We put it on this morning because we just had to put it on. I did say it was going to go on Tuesday, but it just had to go on. I know many of you mentioned it, and it's in 4K as well, so hopefully we get a takeoff like that as well. It just had to be done. Had to be done. That was, yeah, so we got that. And I think Monday we were treated to 8 performance takeoffs. The Wednesday was that best performance takeoff we've ever seen. We ended up getting 2 F-35s from Lincolnshire doing really nice low approaches as well. That I've planned that in for tomorrow. I'm gonna just go all out this year, guys. Ladies, gents and teddy bears, this is the Ted Coningsby channel. We were a small channel. We're still a small military aviation channel, but we are growing fast. We are going unrestricted. I'm gonna push this channel to the maximum. I'm gonna fuel it as best as I can. And when I mean fuel it, it's from you guys as well. You guys have the members, your super chats, they just all help out big time. Just, yeah, I keep using that word overwhelming because I never thought I'd even get to this sort of level. All the equipment that we've got, beautiful. It's gonna be exciting times. Yeah, there will be some gambles, there will be some risks I'm gonna take. I don't mind. It's part of the learning curve. It's part of it. Like the last time I was at Hull Beach at night, we didn't get traces, but so what? It's the first time I've streamed in that condition and couldn't see anything. It was just pitch black. But you know what? We got the noise though. That was good, and the flames coming out of that Apache. I'm going to try again tomorrow at the range, see what can happen. But I do try and I do think about, you know, the content. I do think about trying to give you the red Sam. I do. So that PTO, did he suddenly go vertical? I'll come back to that comment because you did put that on there. I did see it. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I want to bring you the best content. I want to give you all the good content where possible. So yeah, someone's, where is it? Was that Stephen parking the PTO? Did he suddenly go vertical to miss the bird strike? I can find out because I've got to send the footage to the to Free Squadron. Well, let's think about it. So it wasn't going to be a traditional performance takeoff because of the way he would have already started to climb. There was no hint of a bird strike, but I could find out because I am in contact with the guys at 3, so maybe they can shed some light on that. Definitely outside the box thinking. You can see birds on the slow-mo. I'll have a look then. I'll do a little rewind on that. but he said, I mean, with the shape of the Typhoon, you could see that it was pretty vertical on that one. Louise, how you doing? Good morning to you, Louise Sylvia Wood. Thanks a lot, Louise. She'll be pushing the channel to grow as she does. Thanks. I mean, again, overwhelming where a lot of you just, you know, take on board and just try to push the channel yourselves, and that is very flattering, to be honest. It was sharp. I know, it's the best performance takeoff I've ever seen, and we've seen loads, let's face it. I mean, it was very, very reminiscent of the English Electric Lightning, so that gave it proper tribute, that did. Good morning, Louise Sylvia Wood. Good morning to you. So that horn that you can hear in the background, so the Typhoon does actually have a horn, and that's the horn of the that noise is made when the canopy's opening. I know it's one of those random questions that I just had to ask. Does the Typhoon have a horn? Yes, it does. Lynette, that's right. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't worry, our squadron leader is going to come on very shortly. No doubt he'll be giving his orders. So just 6 departures first thing in the morning. We'll get our squadron leader on very shortly. He's buzzing after that amazing flight with the 492nd. Beautifully done there, Ted. Nice one. Round of applause. Definitely for Ted for that one. Well done, Ted. Oh, Darren Pierce, thank you so much for that. Thank you, everyone. Doro, good morning to you. 10k soon. Oh, it's becoming realistic, isn't it? Getting 10,000 subscribers to the channel. Wow, can't believe that. Unbelievable. John Minter, morning. Oi, oi. That arrestor cable, who's seen that? That was just, the timing of that was just unbelievable. That literally, I reckon. No, so I was told they were watching our stream in the bowler bar at Lakenheath. So who knows? Who knows? I mean, the timing, soon as the anthem stopped, the Royal Air Force March Past song finished, bang, the arrestor cable just started. The F-15 just blasted its burners on. That, the timing, you couldn't even write that. So you're looking at, I think it's sort of like end of March time, April. Yeah, March, April time, the BBMF should be up. Matthew, salute to the squadron leader. Morning, how you doing? From myself. So it's going to be a quiet start to the morning, and then in the afternoon should be reasonable with about 8-10 typhoons. But expect the unexpected, and we do have a chippy up as well. We'll have a little tour of the base in a moment. I'll get that flung round. The timing of the whole day was, oh yeah, of course, as soon, I mean, we were like what, 2 or 3 subscribers away from 7k, and I said as soon as we get that 7k something's gonna happen. And what happened? The Liberator did a quick climb and I had to lift up the whole tripod because the camera got stuck on it. It wouldn't come off, so it was like a really like sort of like a very turbulent sort of like rush to get get that on there. It was so funny. So I was actually holding the tripod in mid-air. But yeah, the timing, that I know that Liberator, when it did that, was just crazy, right? Unbelievable. The timing of the whole day was just immense. So Ted doing his bit for the United States Air Force, everyone, and Ted will be doing his we'll have to get an ensign of the United States Air Force as well, so Ted can wave that around as well. That'd be nice. We've got the Stars and Stripes, and we've got the United States Air Force anthem as well that we can play when we're there. So we're all set to go. But yeah, the whole day was just brilliant, wasn't it? So we are at the home of the, well, one of the homes of the Eurofighter Typhoon in this country. And of course, home in Scotland at RAF Lossiemouth. So although not a dedicated sort of stealth jet like the F-22 and the F-35, it does have a lot of stealth attributes as well to it. But the 4-plane Delta design, just to mention that, it's aerodynamically unstable, ladies, gents and teddy bears, in subsonic flight. Developed with experienced pilots to provide enhanced maneuverability while still being highly intuitive to fly. The instability in subsonic flight requires a complex flight control system to support the pilot, as the computer systems can reach more quickly at lower speeds. I think there's around 70 to 75 thereabouts computers keeping the Typhoon stable. When Eurofighter Typhoon crosses into supersonic flight, the point of instability moves behind the center of gravity, so it gives the giving a stable aircraft for higher performance flight. And it's very easy to, from what the pilots have said, very easy to go supersonic in the Typhoon. There are advantages of having that sort of fly-by-wire sort of design, that instability. The advantages of an I mean, let's face it, it was intentionally done to have it unstable, and it includes greater agility at subsonic speeds, as well as reduced drag and an overall increase in lift for enhanced short takeoff and landing performance. So it does have a vectored thrust, further boosts the agility of the aircraft. How cool. It's such an awesome aircraft, it really is. It's about half the weight of an F-15 as well, roughly, thereabouts, not directly exactly, but so it's able to operate beyond visual range, BVR they call this, and it's a key advantage of the Eurofighter Typhoon, remaining outside visual detection and able to use the latest BVR weapons controlled by the aircraft's leading edge sensor suite allows operations with maximum safety and accuracy. It's got all sorts of things, the Typhoon, like even when we mentioned the S-duct. So that S-duct, so if you look at the intakes, I mean, I know I've mentioned this a few times, but there are new people on here, so if you were to just stand and try and have a look inside the S-duct, so the intake, sorry, of the Typhoon, you can't see the engine. It's because it's shaped like almost like an S shape, and that is to hide the heat created by the engines, the compression blades. You can't see them, so these are what gets detected by radar, and therefore the Typhoon is then detected. But because of that, the heat on the engines won't get detected because of the shape. I had that on one of my cars, like a little intake, back in my Boy Wonder days. Oh yeah. So speaking of stealth as well, so such as the material, leading technology materials as well and design provide the Typhoon with a reduced radar signature. Okay, so while its superior avionic processing speeds, aerodynamic agility and beyond the visual range, as we said, the BVR capabilities enable it to operate effectively while avoiding detection. There we go. So although, like I said, although it's not a dedicated stealth jet, it does have some marvelous abilities to go undetected as well. So an awesome aircraft. Going for 800 likes today, bless you. Louise, always going for it, I love that. I know, Matthew, I'm just reading some of the comments, just going back. I know, the Liberator takeoff for the 7K and that ending. I know, it was literally, the song finished, thanks a lot Ted, and then bang. Should have seen, we had a nice crowd with us that day as well. There was Joe, Duncan, Matthew Davis, who gave us an awesome photo of Ted in flight. I haven't put it on yet, I'll have to get that. He was with us. So yeah, Mark, Dave from the burger van. It was a lovely lovely bunch that Friday. It was really magnificent. And of course our hero Lucas, the pilot, who came to just about, oh, bless him, because he couldn't get hold of me because obviously I was streaming, and they obviously had the stream on in the bar. I'm flattered by that. It was just yeah, and he brought Ted over. Oh, I just don't know what to say. It was just the best day ever. That I'll never forget that day. This is what's known as the ILS, instrument landing system, and the helps with the glide slope. So it's kind of like a self-service for a pilot. It's like an aid to land. So it'll send out a couple of frequencies, and it's, without going too technical, it's a case of the pilot trying to line up a diamond shape inside the controls of the aircraft. It's almost like a gauge, and he's just got to get the two frequencies in alignment. That's like completely basic, guys. It's not like a full-on tech. If you want to know about the glide slope ILS, check out a channel called Captain Joe, and there's a couple of others that are very, very good. I do like to learn some of the techie, like, you know, all the geeky stuff, shall we say, but you don't need to know absolutely everything, but it does help, you know, when you're listening on the radio to what is going on. If they're doing an ILS approach, these are the PAPI lights. Precision approach path indicators, and it's not to be confused with the Spanish word papi. I think there was a song, wasn't it? Was it no, not Mamacita, papi, or something like that, I don't know. So basically, if we were to go sort of over here down to that fence, you'll see that they got red lights on them. Now they actually change colour depending on your altitude, and it helps the pilot land. That's basically it. Helps them land to get on the right height, the right altitude for landing, to help the pilot get to the right glide slope. Again, pilot's looking for 2 red, 2 white, and they actually, the way the glass is constructed inside changes colour depending on where you view them from. So they actually change. Because of the angle that you're looking at these lights, they change colour. So they're not actually physically changing colour, they're just changing colour to what you can see from what angle. Interesting. There's the windsock. I've seen somewhere where you can actually work out the speed of the wind, is that right? Not sure how accurate that is. But obviously if it's full on horizontal, it's pretty windy. It's got a tiny little breeze today, which is making it a tiny bit uncomfortable. There's the runway caravan. This can help you establish what runway they're using. Of course, if you've got a radio, aka a scanner. And this, interesting from last Friday, the arresting cable. There's one either end. So you'll see these like boxes with a yellow circle. That's where the arresting cable. So if you watch Top Gun with the carrier, it has an arresting cable on it. But this is for very, very different use. It's the same principle to help stop, you know, get the aircraft to a halt, especially on a carrier. But when this comes up, well, that would be for emergency purposes. So there's one either end of the runway. So to our left is runway 25. These are taxi holding points. So you'll hear them say Alpha or Alpha, you know, Alpha, Bravo, Foxtrot. There's letters dotted around to help the pilot and tower control the traffic on where an aircraft is going. And what else we got here? So we've got runway 07 down that end. There's a red and white fence. Interestingly, I don't know why, there's not a red and white fence on the other side. Ladies, gents, teddy bears, I can hear startups. Oh yeah. So you're going to hear gunfire because the range is open. There's the range. So you'll be hearing some live firing. So RAF Reg Ted, those of you who've met him, he certainly tried to liven things up while Ted was away for his US exchange. He's got a very interesting accent, by the way. When I mean interesting, it's not the fact that it's a particular geographical sort of accent, it's the fact that it's a blend of two. It's very interesting. So I'll probably try and... So while I'm saying that, in my ear I could hear Rampage call sign being called out. That's the call sign of Free Fighter Squadron. Oh yeah, ladies, gents and teddy bears. So training probably carried out, live firing from the RAF regiment. So we got Cobra coming in, the Cobra flight that we had earlier. So here's our squadron leader, here he is. Oh, Ted all freshened up from his flight. So Ted has over 3 hours now flying. I think about 2 hours of fast jet, isn't it, Ted? Yeah, that's it. So Ted's just giving out his orders. He is now ordering you, ladies, gents, teddy bears, to smash that like button and of course subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, if you are subscribed to our channel, don't forget to hit the notification bell button. Boom, boom. That will notify you of the latest and greatest live streams and videos. We do videos as well, so do enjoy them. And of course, do think about joining the Ted Coningsby squadron. Is there more? Are they coming, Ted? They're about what? 7,000 feet. Which one is it? Oh, Cobra flight. Okay, mate. Is it a low approach? Yeah, okay. 1 second. Of course, while I'm trying to promote the channel, I do have to keep in mind of what we've got coming. Let's have a look. Coming and going. Right. So yeah, we do have a Ted Coningsby membership. It's really good fun as well, and I know a lot of the members on here will promote that for us as well and tell you how fun it is. I put on 3 members only videos yesterday, which was good fun. So when you become a member, so yeah, first of all, just click the join button, and don't worry, you won't join straight away. It will just give you all the details about the Ted Coningsby squadron membership. Yeah, good. Yeah. Well, I've got a wrapped up about the
Air Force yourself?
Sorry? No. My missus, her father was in the RAF for 35 years, and
good.
Just got to know all the crew and pilots.
I'll pop back down to some rank slides for you. Things I can get hands on.
Thank you.
No problem at all.
So I get very starstruck. So I just love what you guys do. It's great.
Probably not one that you get to see very often.
Right. Sorry about that. Oh, that was brilliant. the Royal Air Force Police. That was obviously they're just down here for a little bit. They're new. Obviously don't know the TCS, but I've got some funny videos for you. Okay, the Rampage will be taxiing in about 5 minutes. Cobra 2-1, clear touch and go. Here we go. Sorry about that. Just thought I'll just make myself known to the Royal Air Force Police. I've not seen them before. And hopefully those some geese. Hopefully they get out the night. Yeah, that's fine. Cobra 2 free touch and go as well, so we've got 2 touch and goes in succession. Touch and go. Typhoons taxiing from Free Fighter Squadron. Chaos and Rampage. I've got a little bit of, I had some funny footage of Ted with the Royal Air Force Police just moments ago. However, the beret did come off. Standard, great way for Ted to make an intro there. Cobra 2-1, clear touch and go. Alright, 2 more touch and goes, ladies, gents, teddy bears. That's how we do a Monday. get right in.
We want to introduce you to the most amazing destinations in the world.
Oops. Alright. Typhoons. Right, how are we doing? Here we go. Cleared for touch and go. This is call sign Chippy 96. Chippy 96. Excuse me. Right. A little bounce there. Whoa. Because I heard touch and go, so that was an interesting one. Wow. We kept calm and carried on. Well, I don't know what that was about. But he carried on. Fair play to the pilot. Okay, let's check this one out. Let's see how he gets on with this landing. Come on, you got it. That was wonderful. Oh yeah. There you go, the chippy pilot getting an oh yeah from the TCS there. Oh, absolutely. So yeah, I have mentioned this many times. Crashgate 4 will be there quite a lot throughout the year, and the sun is just much better placed, or shall I say, we are much better placed with the sun behind us. That's the only downside to here. At least you get a clearing over the fence. It's quite a high chain link fence at Crashgate 4. And that's Reedham Lane. It's beautiful. We always went there for the practice displays. Phenomenal there. But yeah, definitely a great place for photography as well because of the positioning with the sun behind you. It's excellent. Rampage flight as well. Here we go. approach. Warlord. Says Warlord 1-2, and this area is down.